Hi there, my name is Brendan Petersen. I'm the director of DARKSLIDE and the founder of DARKSLIDE Pictures. I would like to welcome you to Sliding Down Deeper, a featurette about DARKSLIDE that will delve into some of the things that influenced me to create it and some of the technical process of how we achieved some of the things that we did. One major thing that I tried to achieve with the lighting with DARKSLIDE was to evoke some very vivid colors, kind of all over the spectrum, not just one way or the other, like vivid blues and reds and greens, but all at the same time in the same shot, which traditionally for me has been pretty hard to achieve. And this is the first camera right here that I ever used, and it's not really the best at retaining the colors that I wanted. Like it's not horrible, but since I upgraded to Blackmagic, well, one thing about them is that they have quite a high dynamic range, so I'm able to pick one temperature such as tungsten, which is 3200 Kelvin, which is usually what I would describe as like orange light, like an orange street lamp. And then I can kind of balance to that, but then capture a vivid red in one half of the shot, and then a vivid blue, and then a vivid green in the middle, and yet pull out all of them in editing with saturation, because well, the one thing about Blackmagic is it shoots at a codec, it's called, which is like when you're shooting a video with a camera, it like has to kind of like put it in a package of some sort, like has to wrap it in something so you can put it onto a computer, and like the better job it does at wrapping it, I guess, like the more information it retains. So the Blackmagic retains about twice as much color information as that previous camera I just showed you. So and then, well, like two directors that come to mind that influenced my use of vivid colors to evoke emotion, I would say, are Dario Argento and Mario Bava. They're two Italian directors that kind of just had this really stylistic use of vivid colors that would almost seem over the top, and most of the time I've seen it done like wrong, because if you're gonna do it, you have to go like full, lots of color. You can't just like put it a little bit here, which I tried to do the best I could, was just have quite a bit of color and saturation, almost to the point where sometimes it maybe makes your eyes hurt, but hopefully not too much. And then of course I would say that like cyberpunk films like Tetsuo the Iron Man by Shinya Tsukamoto, and like just Terry Gilliam kind of has a little bit of, like in 12 Monkeys, and just like in Zero Theorem, it's kind of like his aesthetic is just kind of like this cyberpunky kind of thing. And DARKSLIDE isn't really exactly cyberpunk, but I tried to like include that gritty kind of thing, but include it in the story somehow. So it's like the sawmill kind of reflects the blue collar gritty nature of Thunder Bay, and like the rusty aesthetic, and the big wood piles, and some of the wood looks kind of old, and there's cracks underneath, and there's just like dirt mounds and tracks of tractors in the dirt, and just old machinery that it's too big to scrap, so we just end up leaving it laying around, and wires sticking out of it, and coils of saw blades, and like, to me it's just like, oh yeah, he works at a sawmill, so it could just be our reality, but it's like showcasing the part of reality that's like a little bit cyberpunk already. Like, it's already there in our world. It's just like people, you have to see it like in the right perspective to kind of see it all. So that's kind of what it's because it's set in the modern day DARKSLIDE, but I kind of wanted it to seem like revealing kind of what's underneath of things, both like within the human psyche and different thoughts that people have, whether they be dark or light or red or blue or green or purple or whatever, like. And of course the structure of the film is quite erratic, and like right from how it was written, it was already kind of like that, like and then Jason Gladu and Martin King and some of my friends kind of helped me try to rein it in and make it make a bit more sense, so it's not like totally incomprehensible. But right from the get-go, it was kind of like abstract in a way, where if you try to use logic to follow it, you might not totally succeed in every aspect. Like, some things might make logical sense, especially maybe if you view the movie more than one time. But as far as the structure of the film, I would say that David Lynch influenced me a lot, like, because his films are quite abstract, so it's not like I could directly copy it, like it's not even possible to do that, but in a way I tried to just emulate his ideas of how he described how he approaches filmmaking and his movies, and how he creates them, because he talks more on that level where it's like, oh yeah, like I used this $2,000 camera, which everyone said was crappy, but I was like, you know, I kind of liked that it's crappy, and it's just like, okay, well, I could relate to that because I'm already at that level where I'm not using the best equipment. So if he's like doing that by choice, it kind of was encouraging in a way. So I just kind of decided to take that approach, where it's like all a kind of do-it-yourself approach, and that's how DARKSLIDE was created. And these are some of the influences that influenced me on the way, and hopefully you'll be able to see all these influences on screen, and hopefully they're going to help me create my own voice instead of emulating. But of course everybody has to have influences in some way. So thank you for watching this behind the scenes featurette, sliding down deeper into the dark. So thanks.